Hey guys, happy Saturday! Welcome to Simple Saturday here on Keleas, and then you can see by what's on the table, we're about to have a party. We're getting ready to start Christmas. I'm very excited to be creating with you today.
It's cut and grind today.
Y'all, I just turned on the iPad, the volume was on. The cool thing is, on Saturdays, we do really simple projects here on our Facebook page. We like to call them projects that get done in under 30 minutes. So you can see today we're going to be working with some great lime greens and reds, and we're going to make a really super simple elf wreath for Christmas, okay? So I'm excited to do it with you. Let me kind of lay out the project for you so you can get an idea. Basically, it's going to be a character wreath, so we're going to have a head and some legs. And y'all, we have to bust through this quick because I promised to get them done under 30 minutes. And he's got a little bit of attaching to do, so we'll get it done. And we're going to have some ribbon for a nice center bow here. So I want you to take a look at your spacing on your project. Y'all, this is a kit we have available, and if you want to text us at the number above, we can send you a link to the kit when they're listed, okay? So I'm going to use my Easy Bow Maker here and get some measurements. I want that bow in the center to fill out this whole area. So if I make those loops at about 7, that should be perfect right in the center. So never be afraid to grab your Easy Bow Maker, lay it right in the middle of your project, and see what you've got going, okay? If you don't have a bow maker, you can make the bow by hand. That's totally fine. Or we recommend grabbing the Easy Bow Makers from our friends over at decoexchange.com, okay? All right, I think that works for 7 inches on the loops. So let's get it going. Let's make this first our bow. So let's name this elf. I don't know if it's a boy or a girl. I'm going to name it Henry today. Henry, you're going over to the side for just a minute while we make our beautiful bow, okay? Henry's going to chill right here. And we're going to work on our 7-inch loops on this bow, okay? Ah, yes, you got us. You caught us live. I'm glad you're here with us. Okay, I'm going to trim these off first. I got to get them open. My little packages, brand new. In the kit, you're going to get whole rolls of ribbon, which is a little more than you need, but you could always make a hanger for your wreath out of it. Y'all, and the kits are a great way for you to start off when you're just beginning creating, and you just don't want to go invest in a whole bunch of supplies to start off. You can just grab a kit. All right. So I'm going to bring this in. I want these tails long. You know why? Because I've got the length on these legs. So let's hold the legs over. And I want that ribbon to be dangling down here by the legs, okay? So if I do that, that's at 24 right here, okay? So let's go for, it's at 20. Let's go for the whole length of 20 for our tails. Woo! I threw them legs over. Threw them over. Okay, here you go. 20. Come to the center, twist, alrighty? Now, we talked about being out at 7. We're going to go all the way out to 7. And today we're going to make a blast-off bow. If you don't know what that means, it means we start with 3 loops, okay? So we're going to put 3 on each side. I'm out at 7. Then I'm twisting. Awesome. 7 out here. Fantastic. Twist. And 7 out here. Okay, so that's my 3 loops on each side, and I'm twisting and I'm fluffing. I'm twisting and fluffing, keeping it nice and loopy, just like our brains. All right, and I want those tails to match, so I'm going to bring them over the side just like that, and I'm going to trim them at an angle, opposites angles to each other. Okay, it is the angle of the dangle on this particular project. We want it looking good. Okay, we've got our 3 loops in the back. Now I'm going to grab my coordinating ribbon. I love this one. It's got candy, so that's going to go really well with our elf pattern and the stripes. And we're picking up that green from the boots and the stripes on the legs. We're having a party, guys, okay? So now I'm going to bring in this tail. It's going to be about 1 inch shorter. And I'm going to twist when I get to the center. And I'm going to go between these now to do my 2. Remember, this is a blast-off bow, so I go 3, 2, 1. And I'm going at 6.5. Now, let's go ahead and get it 6, because we're only using 3 ribbons. We don't need to ease it down. Let's just go to 6. Okay, and we're gonna really let this ribbon do the talking. Oh, you gotta twist it hard. I didn't twist it hard enough. 6 here, twist, and we're doing our 2 loops. Another one here at 6, twist, bingo, fluffing, very nice. And then one over here at 6, and I'm gonna scrunch it down. Yes, awesome, guys. Now it's up to you what you want to use for your last part of your bow, because it's 3, 2, 1. So the next loop's gonna just have 1, and I'm gonna bring this ribbon from the back to the front. Okay, so I'm gonna grab it right here and grab my stripe and bring it back to the front. I'm gonna make the tails a couple inches shorter this time, and we'll just pop it off right there. How cute is that? If you wanted to keep the candy, you could put the candy there also. Now this loop just finishes it off at 5 inches. Okay, 5 here, measuring to 5, and I'm scrunching it down. So you scrunch, guys, when you're not gonna make another loop. And I'm gonna cut these at the same angle. So there's my really fun whimsical bow that we've made so far right there, okay? Now, it's a great time to finish out the center here, okay? So let's take it off with an 8-inch cable tie, and I'm gonna run it right down the side. Put a finger on the top, just gently bring it up. I'm gonna add some pressure by getting this tight, not too tight, because I still need to fluff, and this is really where the magic happens. And remember, when you get your kit at home, if you want to take and start with the candy in the back and then put the stripe, it would give you a totally different look, and it would be really cute also. So you can see I'm holding pressure with my thumb and my 3 fingers behind, and I'm fluffing, okay? I'm fluffing. My pinky's really not working back there, but my other fingers are. And I like to spread out the center so I get a really nice fluff on it. All my tails are going down on this design. Turn it over, guys, and now 11-inch cable tie going in the back, because this is how we're going to attach it to our final wreath, okay? Get it taut, and I'm going to trim that off right there. Trim it off, and for me and my design, I'm going to come with the candy, running that candy down the middle, okay? So let's get the candy ribbon back out. Here it is. And it depends how wide you want it. You want to go really wide? I'm going to fold it a little bit just to get a nice trim looking piece. So there we are right there, okay? Now, let me bring that over. Let me put these to the side. Awesome, guys. I'm glad you're enjoying it so far. You know, Simple Saturdays are all about real easy, quick projects. See how I just folded on itself? And I'm going to go right down the center. I'm going to go right down the center there, okay? Yeah, Tammy, we have ribbon available on our website. There's some of both these ribbons on there, the candy and the stripe. And if you haven't been back to the website in a couple of days, over at Keleas.com, we have several new ribbons that have come in for Christmas. So it's a good time to hit the new selections. Okay, our bow's done, and that's just how we finished out the center. Isn't that cute? All right, let's grab our other supplies from our kit. I'm gonna make a little room. In the kit, you're gonna get the ribbon and everything you need, the cable ties, but you are gonna need some wire cutters and some scissors at home, and a bow maker, or you're gonna, if you don't have a bow maker, you're gonna hold it in your hand while you make that bow, okay? All right, scoot over, guys. We're gonna start the magic here. So, our project has a berry wreath base, which is really, really fun. I am gonna see if it has a hanger. It doesn't have a hanger, so I can hang it any way I want. The first thing I'm going to need to do with any pre-made base, whether it's greenery or anything but a grapevine base, you have to fluff it. And in design school, we call that shaking hands. So you can see here, I'm going to take and spread this out. It's going to let me get all the way to the perimeter. And I'm just going to bring it way out and get these guys moving so we get some space. Because you're going to take a basic wreath, and by giving it dimension, man, you're going to start a party. It's gonna look good, good, good. You don't want it just flat as a flitter, y'all. You've got to spread it out, okay? All right, there's a glue string. Now, you might be saying, Klee, foam berries bug me because they sometimes have a little bit of white on them. Secret tip, Sharpie marker black. Touch any of those white spots with the black, you will never see it. So never fear, we got you covered. So let's get our spacing done. we're going to come in with our legs and figure out where we're going to put them. We need a part to attach them to. So if we attach the legs down here at the base, that's how they would be right there, which would be super cute right in there. The head. So we've got all this area on the back of the head to be able to attach them. I'll probably attach him up high right here where the turn starts. That way this can all hang down. Let's see if that works. If we do that, the bow would be right down here. Let's take a look and see how that looks. I'm going to bring the bow over. Here's our bow we made. Stinking cute. Oh gosh, y'all, super cute. I think that would work fine. I just want to bring this down just a little bit more. He's got these cute little bells and he's going to dangle a little bit. So I'm going to bring him down just a little bit more. So he would attach right in, just so basically a little bit higher than I thought before. Okay? So let me take and pull these to the side. And let's see if we can do it without using an awl. A lot of times I'll use an awl to poke through here, but I'm going to try to just do it with my scissors. Cut a couple little slits. One on this side. Okay, so I cut like a little bitty hole. Now I'm going to come over here. I need to get a lot of fabric between these two because we don't want it to rip out. Good 3 inches of fabric. There's a little hole and a little hole. Okay, now I'm going to use a long cable tie. And I'm just going to slide it through one hole and bring it over to the other. It worked fine. Okay, so that's how we're going to attach the hat. Now, I like to have dimension on my wreath. So if I'm going to put the hat up here, I'm going to pull out a couple of these berry clusters. We can bring them back in on the next section. So let's grab a couple here. If I'm laying it there, let me see how he's going to look. Like, we can take this one out because it's just going to get in our way. And you can cut it, or I'm going to try to pull it first if it'll pull out. Let's see. If not, I'll cut it. Depends how well it's glued in. I'm going to wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. There it came out. Okay. So I got a wire. I got a little to wreath. That's okay. I've got a nice wire on there where I can put it back in. Okay. Let's put the head back down. See, that's going to be a little bit better. And we can probably take this one out too. If it's just going to be covered by the head, let's take those out and we can put them back in to add some dimension. Okay, so I'm taking 2 pieces out. I'm just going to try to wiggle it first before I cut it. There it goes. Wiggle, wiggle, and there. Oh, that one came out with a nice long wire. Okay, so I've thinned it out a little bit where the head's going. Fantastic. Okay, before I attach it, come down here. We're going to do the same thing where the legs are going to go. And we're going to get this spacing just right. Because you have time here to move it down or move it up. Okay, so if we just kind of come through the little poor elf's crotch right here and we go down in this section, we can definitely take out this berry and this berry. So let's do that right now and pull those out. And you might be saying, Kelea, why are you taking the wreath apart to put these things in there? And it's because we're going to put these back in and kind of have some dimension. That's something I like to teach in our design school course, that it's good to have things overlapping. So I pull, those pulled out nice and easy. So I've got 4 berries coming out. I've thinned out these sections and I'm ready to attach those parts now. So let's get the head in first. So I'm just going to grab a good piece of the grapevine. I'm going to put him in here. I'm pushing the cable tie through. All right, on that side. And then I'm going to bring it back around on this side. Fantastic. Just make sure you're grabbing enough of the vine. And now I'm just going to cinch that table tie tight. You love it? Fantastic. Thank you. Super easy. That's what Saturdays are about. This is a little bit longer project, so sorry I'm just hustling through it, but I promise to have these things done in 30 minutes, so I'm going to get it in there. Okay. I like it. His head's in there nice. Now, I can use some of these berries a little bit underneath if I need to put up his head a little. Y'all, and make sure if you're getting this kit, this guy cannot be rained on. He needs to stay somewhere he's not going to get rained on, okay? I don't want to get anybody upset about him getting wet and making a mess, so keep him inside. Legs next. Legs are going right down here. This little collar's there, and the legs are going here. I'm going to move some of the berries around just a bit. One foot, the other foot. And I'm paying attention. What's going on with my berries? How are they looking? They look fine. And instead of using this hanger, we're just going to cut that off. We don't need that. We're going to come right through the crotch there and add in the, we're going to just grab it. Grab it right there. In the goods. Okay. Sorry, buddy. It'll be over quick. Okay, I grabbed a big chunk of grapevine. I'm just going to cinch that tight. And I like those heels kicking out. I think that's really cute. Uh-oh, that's okay. We'll grab that in a second. That's our bow. So let's grab our bow and pop it on next. And I'm going to try to run my bow attachment right where I put this one. If I got that a little tight, what I can do is just come in with another cable tie, put this one in the same area but go a little looser. I don't need to cut that one out. I'm just going to put one more. Oh, come on, go through there, buddy. There it goes in. Okay, and so then I'm going to put this one not as tight. Taut, but not as tight, so I can fit a cable tie under it to attach the bow. It just makes it so simple for you to put it right in there. Okay, it's going in. Here comes on our bow. Let's fluff it one more time. We can fluff it once we get it on. But at the beginning of the video, we showed you how to tie the bow to make your own little blast-off bow to go down here. And this is nice. It's going to cover up all of our mechanics right in there. Okay, let's get it taut. This time we go tight to that other cable tie. And because it's on there, you can slide it right or left to help get it centered. Oh gosh, it's super cute already, guys. Now, bring it down a little because we don't want to cover up his whole face. There's his cute little head. And I'm going to put a little bit of berries behind him. Fluff him up. Okay, now curl some tails here. Let's get these tails curling. I just kind of do it like if you're curling your hair. I don't know, do people curl their hair anymore? But just like if you were putting it on a curler. Curl these up. I think it makes it nice and whimsical. And now, I didn't say you needed a glue gun earlier, but you are going to need a glue gun to put some of those berries back in. Here's our longer tails. We just want to kind of leave those long. Just pull them down and dangling between his leggies. Those are cute. He's looking good. All kind of whimsical fun. All right, what I want to do now. Now what I want to do is I'm going to add some of these berries back in. And I especially want them to come out of this bow. So I'm going to dry fit them in right now, but then you're going to take and put glue on them once you decide where you want them. So I'm going to come from under the bow, like right between his little leggies here. And I will push him in. And you can use a glue gun also. And then that's kind of cool how he's having a little berry explosion kind of coming out of there. And I know I want to put two pieces right in there. Let's put the other one on this side. And you are going to be wanting to glue them in once you know exactly where they're going. How about this way, up towards the top? Yeah. That looks great. And those are kind of popping out of his bow. Can you see them popping out, the dimension? Yes. Now these two pieces we're going to put back in, but this time we're going to make them kind of cuddle his hat. And in design school we call this breaking the plane. We're going to break the plane of the elements in this wreath. And then I'm going to put one more over here and I'm moving them. Look at them. They have wires in them, guys. Don't be afraid to use them. And I'm going to put this one. There was one behind there, but now I've moved it over a little bit. And now it's going to come out and have more dimension. So you're going to glue all those pieces back in. And then he's ready. He's ready. It's this really simple character wreath. And what makes it look like you haven't just taken and popped these things in there is we brought some of the elements from the back to the front, guys. Okay, I know you can do it, y'all. Shoot me a text at the number above if you want a link to get this exact kit. And in the meantime, I want you to have fun with flowers and have a great weekend. I will see you next time. Bye, guys.